Hello. Test, 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 test. Testing, testing. Test. Testing, testing. Test, test. Testing, test, test, test.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Yep.
Bugger.
All right, here we go. Yep.
Preservation of capital is more important
You can hear us now,
than
Mark?
making money. And you want to lock in your trades, and you also want to protect your downside at the same time.
Yes.
Cool.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another afternoon, everybody. I'm gonna get feedback here. Hang on a minute. Gotta mute. There we go. Had another feeding through. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures education and trading program. I'm Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was created by, is owned by, was incorporated by, and is run by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach, as he coaches us through the muddy waters of everything investing, whether it's day trading, swing trading, long term investing, retirement investing, dividend reinvesting, covered calls, cash secured puts, you name it. He teaches us on it, whether it's stock options, cryptos, futures, and more. We're glad that you could be here today. And if this is your first time being with us today, I'd ask that you would just go ahead and click that subscribe button. And that way you do not miss any of our future broadcasts. If you're also, make sure that you click that notify button so that it dings you whenever we start a new broadcast. Upon conclusion of this broadcast or any other live broadcast, which coaches live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, I'm live here with Futures Education Training from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And then we have our aftermarket show, which starts at 5 o'clock p.m. over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. When those broadcasts end, they're always available for immediate review over on that YouTube channel of ours. It's called American Dream Trading. Check it out. And while you're over there, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Over there, you'll find over 2,000 free training videos that you can watch at your leisure. They're grouped by different topics and stuff too, so that you can take a look at those. Educate yourself for free on these videos that we've spent a lot of time publishing for you. So check it out if you haven't been there or you haven't been there lately. We post regularly there every week. So check those out also. So what are we? AmericanDreamTrading.com. We are an education and trading company. We hopefully will, as time goes by, you will learn a lot of the trading strategies and rules and how to read charts and how to make charts up so that you will develop a skill over that time that nobody can take away from you. You'll be able to make educated decisions on when to enter a trade, when to exit a trade, and so forth. And over time, you'll start acquiring the skills of what different types of trading techniques you can use to execute trades. What you see on my screen is Trading View. It's just a charting software It's one of the ones used most worldwide that you can get on your own at tradingview.com. This is a personal preference for myself to use this. If you ever watch Coach live, you'll see him. He has Webull up on his screen. And that's who my broker is. I just choose to connect my broker into this TradingView software, and I can conduct real-time trades with my real money. I can enter and exit a trade by attaching my brokerage account to this TradingView software. It is a subscription-based software. It is no way associated with AmericanDreamTrading.com, but you can go over there and check that out at TradingView.com and check it out. There's a lot of brokers you can put on there. You can't put the big boy ones like Fidelity and those type of brokerage accounts with this, but a lot of the other ones you can. There's a whole list there, and you can see what their website offers it if you want to see if your broker that you're presently using is listed. Do you have to use Webull for a broker? Absolutely not. If you're happy with the broker you have, absolutely no reason to change. The important thing is you need to know how to use your broker software, whether it's Webull or any of the other ones out there. There's hundreds of them. So you need to master the software, the desktop version, your cell phone version, a tablet version. Always have backups to your backups. In case your computer goes down or you lose power to your house, you're able to exit out of a trade at will on any one of those devices. As a matter of fact, you should conduct actual real trades on your cell phone or on your tablets or both, so that you know how to do it. And a lot of them will have a web-based version. I know TradingView does. They have a web-based version similar to this one here. Functionalities may be a little bit limited. Of course, like any other product, if you pay for it, you're going to get more options inside that software. This is the desktop version you see on my screen. Fully customizable. You can put whatever you want on your chart. It's your chart, put whatever you want on it, right? What you're seeing in front of you, this is Coach's 2.0 indicator that comes with paid memberships, with the futures, the crypto, the VIP, the gold memberships, and also our diamond memberships. So that comes automatically with it, and you can use this indicators to help make decisions when to enter and exit a trade. And down below here is the Elliott Wave Oscillator, which Coach uses for his 2-minute EWO trading strategy. And then there's the volume bars down here, and there's some ATRs and some other information. Do I use all these things at any given moment? Not really. I do. If I'm doing EWO, I need this here, so that's why it's there. But I'm a scalper at heart. I'm trying to reduce the amount of trades I make in a day, so I'm going to probably go back to doing EWOs just because I can. It worked so well, I quit doing it. My first full year with American Dream Trading, I did nothing but EWOs, and I was very successful in doing so. And getting a little bit of over trading here, so I think I'm going to try to reel it in and go back to and challenge myself to go back to using Coach's EWO strategy that I learned while trading stocks and stock options. Well, you mean that works with this too? Yep, all of Coach's trading strategies and techniques and rules apply to any investment vehicle. And you can take them. If you did learn how to do it in stocks, you can come over here and learn how to and apply those exact same principles to trading futures. So I'm glad you guys could be here, guys and gals. I see everybody over there. It's good that you could be with us today. Again, make sure you click subscribe. If you do me an extra favor and click on share out this feed to others on your social media network. And that will help get the word out. So I see we got people coming in there on our YouTube. Make sure you click that thumbs up button. Also, that helps our logarithms in that way also. Shows people are actually watching. So thank you for that. You will see in our social media feeds links. One of our moderators, Doug, is putting them in as we speak. If you click on those links, it'll take you to our website with our third-party processor, which is WAP. That's the ones that do all the stuff on our back end. Just like when you go to a store and swipe your credit card, there's a third party that processes all that stuff. So when you see that one link, it says WAP, that's actually us. We're not WAP, but WAP is a company we hire to process all our payments and those different management type of things that goes on behind the scene. So if you click on that, we are actually, Coach is actually giving away $1,000 cold, hard cash. Just by clicking on that Gleam link and answering a couple questions, you will automatically be entered into a drawing to get 1,000 free dollars. Who doesn't like a free $1,000? If you like free $1,000, put a 1 in there in your chat box. And if you have any questions today, feel free to put them in the chat box and we'll do our best to try to answer your question as time allows. So anyhow, we had a pretty good morning this morning. It was pretty quiet as far as news went. Of course, they have the big thing that's kind of hanging over this week, the early part of the week, is April 2nd and tariffs that may or may not take effect. It's not a done deal yet. They could be modified at any time, and we'll see what happens with that. But the markets are reacting to that news, whether you agree with that, with the tariffs or the policies. Doesn't matter what we agree with. It's how the markets see them, right? So, and they're going to react accordingly. Let me see here. I got to move this over here a little bit. Sorry about that. So you can see that stuff. I got this over here. We'll see if that shows up over here. For some reason, my widgets are not showing up above my head here. And I apparently have a setting off again after I had that fixed. That's all right. No biggie. Don't know. Technical difficulties on my part. I wasn't paying attention. Didn't realize those widgets weren't showing up. Anyway, let's take a quick walk around the block here, see what's going on. Again, usually the metals sectors don't move a whole lot at one time and this time of the day. That's usually a first half of a day thing. It's not that they can't move at any time. I've made some really nice money on gold early this morning, and up and down. I played some up and down positions on that and did some good money. And that's what you want to see. You want to see some volatility. It's easier to trade if it goes all one direction, like up or all the way down. But I did pretty well on that, as did a lot of our members. We got copper. It had some nice movement. It's in a bunch of chop right now. Look at those candles. That's just plain ugly. A lot of volatility in the copper market this morning as far as individual candles go. And I wouldn't want to be trading that right now. It's kind of in a channel. Silver's on a nice smooth up and down on it also. You would have made good money even on all that. And then you got the euro. So let's look at some of the currency here. I like trading the euro. It's on a downward trend. Came back and hit that 108.340 level, which is a critical level down there. As you can see, I had a line there already come down. Look at what it did. I had a critical level there marked, and it bounced right off of it. It's kind of just channeling in the middle right now, just hanging out. Oil had a big burst today. It's still holding its own up there. It broke up above that $70 mark after holding steady below that in the mid to upper 60s for the last few weeks. It did have a pullback, and then it just kind of channeled, as you can see here, and past history, and then just boom, just took right off today. So people that traded oil today also did very well. I didn't trade any oil. All I did was gold. And as typical of this part of the day, the things that are moving the most would be your indices, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, and the Russell 2000, which is the small cap stocks. NASDAQ is your tech stocks, and S&P 500 is your top 500 stocks. So these almost always have volatility to them. That's where all the money goes in, these three, on a day-to-day, day in, day out. Also and I don't have it on here. I will put it on here. By the way, there was an IPO today with Newsmax, and that thing took off, went from 40 to 76 or 78 bucks. Just nuts. We knew that was going to happen. I didn't play it, though. I was playing the futures. But yeah, that thing just went berserk today. The Dow's also done pretty decent today also. It's climbed. Whereas you've had more volatility with the NASDAQ, as you can see. So they each kind of move in their own little special way. The NASDAQ and the S&P 500, if you look at their charts, they almost look kind of identical, right? They're like sisters, except NASDAQ is a much more, is the mean sister. Got a lot more price swings to it. you'll get a price candle move up and down in one candle of $24 or more in one candle. Where if you go over the S&P 500, you're only talking $5 or $6. Average is usually $3. Today it's a little bit more volatile. It's up around that $6 ATR mark. So you can get a $6 move just in one candle. So you have to have your stops set accordingly to whatever you're trading. Your stops on ES are different than your stops would be on the NASDAQ because you have to count with a higher volatility and higher ATR, which is the same thing, per candle there. So, and then the Dow only moves about $2 per candle average. So you can see there's a difference, and the Dow Jones is about $39 in a 2-minute candle. So you can see there's a big difference, and they all pay accordingly. So we can watch the S&P 500. It's going to be probably pretty slow news other than the ATR news, which we'll find out later on Wednesday whether they're going to take effect or not. And I believe this round is going to affect more of the automakers than a lot of the other things. So there'll be some for that. So anyhow, speaking of American Dream Trading, you need to head over to www.americandreamtrading.com, https://www.americandreamtrading.com for you baby boomers out there. Anyway, go over to our website, scroll down about halfway down the page, and you'll find a link there to join our free Discord. Why would I want to do that, Mark McSee? Well, because I asked you to. How about that? Does that work? Now, when you join our free Discord, you get automatic access to our stock lounge where you can interact with other members of American Dream Trading. You can discuss trades. You can ask questions. You can even make out a help desk ticket and ask questions that way. We also have, you'll also get immediate access to some of our training videos and documents that you can learn from while you're there. And there's some discount pages. So you can get, well, in fact, there's a discount in there for TradingView, for Starlink, for Tesla cards and all that. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Go check it out. It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a dime. We've never charged for it. We never will charge for it. We will never contact you asking to trade your crypto or do mirroring your trades. If anyone contacts you claiming to be somebody from AmericanDreamTrading.com, I can assure you that that is a scammer because it's so easy to copy somebody's social media profile and pretend they're somebody they're not. So anytime somebody tries to contact you through a DM or a WhatsApp or Telegram, I can assure you 100% that's not from us. That is a scammer. You need to block and report them immediately as such. All right. There's two ways that we communicate with each other here at AmericanDreamTrading.com, and that would be within our channels inside our Discord, where you can type in your comments and questions that way, right? Just like you would in your social media platforms that you're watching me through at this very moment as we speak. Or as a paid member, you have instant access to our Zoom calls. Live Zoom with an open mic. You can actually open up the mic and talk, just like our members that are sitting in here right now. And they want us to open up their mics and say hi to y'all. They can do that right now, if you would, please, while I get a drink. Hello, paid members. Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello. Scrambling for the button.
Can you hear me, paid members?
Sorry about that. I'm on.
Yes,
There
we can hear you.
Couldn't figure
Making
out the
money,
money.
making money.
Now, for some reason, I can't hear you again. What is going on here? Huh. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, got a disconnect there somewhere. Get rid of this right here first to start with. There we go. Anyway, I heard you guys earlier. I've broken my toy. Yes. Let me go back here and redo this. Just say hello one more time and see if we hear you. Hello?
Hello, hello, hello.
Nope, I don't hear you. I can't hear you. That'll be what it'll be. Do it this way. Hello.
Hello.
Here, I can hear you that way. I can hear that way, but I'm supposed to have you this way. Now I'll try it again. I cut you off,
Hello,
don't I?
hello. Hello, hello.
Perplexing. Well, I'll be able to hear you, but I don't know if they will be able to. Over there on YouTube, did you hear them say hello? I got a little glitch here for some reason. You know what? I know why now, because I'm not sharing my screen with the Zoom people. Why didn't somebody tell me that? There we go.
You said you were going to take it back.
I did take it back, but I didn't click the button when I took it back. That's why I'm like, why can't I hear you guys? What's going on? It's a high-class operation I'm running here, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's not the operation, it's the operator. All right.
Super
Now can I hear you?
sophisticated. Can you hear us? YouTube can hear
I
you.
got one more button to click. One more try. There we go. Wait a minute. Here we go.
YouTube
try
can
that.
hear you.
Can I hear you now?
YouTube can hear you.
I see your lips moving, but I don't hear you. Hang on. There we go. I see your microphone pulsating. All right, I can hear you again. All right. You can hear me. Could you hear them? Hello, hello, hello. Well, Kedem says my ES screen looks different than mine. Well, I am using Trading View, and I'm also on a 2-minute chart. Would that have something to do with it? And if nothing else, you can come up here and reload a tab just to make sure that you have the right thing on there. Let me put ES back up here, since it wanted to change it. There we go. Does it look like that still? There, Kedem over there on YouTube. That's the 2-minute chart on ES. All right. Good afternoon there, Candlestick Johnny also, and Miranda and Callie. Never again volunteer yourself. Anyway, you can go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com, get that free Discord, and start chatting with us. Also, while you're there, you can check out our membership packages. Stay tuned tomorrow. We are going to have some earth-shaking specials coming on for you to take advantage of in our VIP Gold, our Diamond memberships. So those will be offered tomorrow. Right now, you can click on those links that Doug had put in there for that glean. It's a contest thing we're running. Coach is going to give away $1,000 to any U.S. resident, which means you have to live in the contiguous United States, including Alaska. So, all right. Okay. Let me see what we got going on here. So anyway, ES took off on a 2-minute chart there. Could have got in on that EWO while I was talking, trying to fix technical difficulties, which right here would be their entry for the EWO. If I had followed Coach's strategy and entered there, would I be into profit right now? Oh, excuse me. Well, look at that. I entered when I should have back here. Right here's been my entry candle. This would be all pure profit. How much money did I give up while I was talking there, people? Well, there's a 90 ticks. 90 times 1250 on one contract. 90 times 1250 is $1,125 that I sat, watched there go right up in the air and I didn't participate in. That's just for one contract. Imagine if you had 5 of them. A $500 account, you could have bought 5 ES contracts. With Webull, as they're $96.36 each for each contract. And so now you would be up over $5,000. You'd be up over $5,500, as a matter of fact, just with a $500 account buying 5 contracts in ES. Don't get much easier than that, folks. That's just with one strategy, right? I don't count all the other things we could have done along the way. We could have scalped. We could have played all these other EWOs back here. A lot of our members do play the EWO and are very successful at it. All you got to do is decide, when do I take my profits and get out? That's the hard part, right? So anyway, with the training and education we provide here at AmericanDreamTrading.com, you'll learn how to make better educated decisions on your entries and your exits, right? You'll learn that through training and experience. And we are different from other companies, if you want to call them that. on the social medias, you'll have people get on there and say, buy XYZ now, sell XYZ now. Can you make money doing that? Yeah, I'm sure you can once in a while, right? But what skill did you pick up other than listening skill, right? What if that person goes away? Now what do? What did you learn from them call outs like that? Absolutely nothing, right? That person isn't there to tell you what to do. Now you don't know what to do. With AmericanDreamTrading.com, we take the opposite approach. We want to educate you so that over time you can develop that skill to make better educated decisions on when to enter a trade and when to exit a trade. So wouldn't you rather have the skill to do it rather than depending on somebody on the internet that you don't even really know anyway, right? Develop a skill. That way, that's something that you can do no matter where you're at. Matter of fact, you can do it anywhere in the world that you got an internet connection. So my screen is not froze on my end on the YouTube there, Kedem. I can slide it around. We are on a 20-second delay from you guys on average. So
No, it is frozen.
is it?
Yeah, let me reset.
No, let me refresh my feed here that I got too. I mean, I'm moving around.
There you go. If you refresh your website, you can get it back. I'll type it.
Yeah, mine was okay on my YouTube. My face is moving on our software over here, so must be working.
You're good to go.
No, it is frozen. My chart is frozen. Huh. Let me switch screens and I'll switch back. Don't freak out. Ding. Ding. Yep, mine is frozen. Chart is anyway. Yeah, let's try. Don't know. Technology, you gotta love it, right? Well, there it shows it there. It's just the chart itself is froze. Let me come down here. Let me change this back here real quick. I should be able to change my setting to a different setting and it should come back. Let me change it to that. Okay. Click OK on that. Now click on this again. Change it back to what I really want. Put it back here. Ta-da, there. That's the other screen. And let me go on this one. Change that one. Unclick that. Yeah, you gotta love software sometimes, right? Keeps you hopping, right? Change it to that. Come back. Reload it again. Go back up here to that. Click OK. And is it going to move now? Hooray! If I fixed it. See, I'm starting to learn this stuff. There you go, Keatum. So I see you were right. I mean, I refreshed my page. See? It hasn't moved. Yes, I can see that. Now it should. Now you will see it move. Da-da-da-da. Isn't technology wonderful? There we go. Thank you for that. All right. Makes sense now? Well, luckily for you, the trend is still up on ES that I was talking about earlier. All right. What else we got going on? The NQ is probably doing the same thing, which it is. There we go. RTY looks almost identical today. That's unusual. Usually the Russell runs the beat of its own drum. Doesn't tend to match the movements of the NQs, especially, let alone ES. As you can see, they're all pretty much moving the same today. What about the Dow Jones? Even the Dow Jones, boy, they just look like all mirror images today. Again, they're different price scales, but the overall movement is about the same. Gold's still holding its own in the middle there. Again, it doesn't get that much volume. Neither do currencies at this time of the day. So, all right. So I started to speak here while I was looking up there that tomorrow you really want to pay attention to Coach. Make sure you tune into Coach tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. for those live feeds. Coach kind of gave a little teaser today, but tomorrow There's going to be some big sales dropping, some special opportunities for you. This is in addition to the $1,000 that he's giving away now. This thing will run for, I believe, 60 days. All you got to do is enter. You don't have to be a member of American Dream Trading to win the $1,000. Okay. But all you got to do is just basically go visit this site, that site, click on this and click on that. And, it's one of them Gleam things. I'm sure you've all participated in them at one time or another, entering sweepstakes or drawings on a website. You'll see it. You'll recognize it as soon as you see it. That is us. And it'll have links to our X and YouTube and those type of things. And all you got to do is visit them or subscribe to some things. Most of it's just a visit. And it'll automatically enter you into a drawing for $1,000. Who couldn't use some extra cash? There you go. Raining on you, right around you right now. So we will look at, what do we want to look at? Let's watch ES since I missed this big trade, right? It's on the upside. Trend is still up. Okay, well, Mark, couldn't you enter this now? Well, yeah, I can. But now I have to treat it as a scalp, right? And right now I'm just reaching in the New York high a day session. So what I'm going to do is sit here and see, will this break through or not, right? Am I going to play the upside, or am I thinking this is going to bounce right here? Well, I'm going to load up thinking it might go to the upside because the trend is up. All my indicators are behind me. There's VWAP and the 200 MA down here. Well, since I'm late to the party, I could have already made $5,000 between here and there, but I didn't. So no sense crying over spilled milk, right? So now I'm going to see if this is going to break and hold above this. And I'm bring up my my L2, which you can't see anyway because I don't have the thing clicked in there properly. And I can come in here and trade it. Now the Zoom people live can see it. Unfortunately, you can't at home. For those playing at home, I see a wall at 640, which is up here. It's about halfway up here. So that may very well break through if it has enough volume to do so, right? So there's an opportunity to make, 4 ticks at least until it breaks through that wall, and it may very well break through it to the upside. But this is, what's that?
You're on the 2 minutes?
Yes, I am. Maybe I wanted to be. Haha. No, he knows I didn't want to be because I talked about scalping, right? And I like to scalp on the 1 minute chart. There we go. See, it's still testing that level. There is a wall up here at 640, which is just across that line there. A lot of wiggle room. Basically, it's the top of that candle. So I got to wait for it to break and hold above this candle right here to the upside before I enter a long position. If I would enter now, there's a good chance it'll come up here and bounce and pull back. I'll enter a trade just to show you. Again, this is fake money. It's not real. So I'm not going to lose real money here. But see, it just didn't want to come back up there, right? And see, that quick, the click of a mouse, I'm down $180, right? Now I'm down 125. You can see I have a stop limit, a downside on me, but I don't know, by not waiting, I don't know if it is going to break and hold above that, right? It's a very, very risky trade. Now, as a scalper, well, you're saying, why didn't you just click that and lock it in? Well, I could right there. There's $250. But normally I would have not done that in a real live money situation, even though I was able to make it there. It's not that I don't make scalps that quick from time to time, but I would wait on my trading criteria, which is what, for those of you on YouTube, what do I usually wait on when I'm trading? I say it every day. It's 3 words. What's my investment trading strategy here that I learned from Coach at AmericanDreamTrading.com? Who can tell me what it is over there on YouTube? Come on. Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody? 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 All right. I'm impatient. I can't wait forever because I'm a scalper. Break and hold. I want to wait for the break and hold above a new level, right? I'm late to the party. Could I just keep doing this and scalp? Try to get in and out real quick? Well, yeah, I could. I could try to get lucky, right? I'd rather use skill than luck any day, right? And hopium. Hopium is not a trading strategy. break a structure. That's right, average taco. We got call it break and hold, break and wait for a confirmation candle. Break and hold is easier to say, but yes, you are correct. Waiting on a break above this case, this top here, right? It could be an indicator, any one of these indicators. It could be a line that I have on my chart. You can see up here I have a gold level mark. That's very strong, right? Because I got into the party late, now I got to wait on that to break and hold. Can I make a few bucks by accident? Yeah, boom, there's 125 bucks. But in real life, I would wait for it to break and hold above here before I entered to the long upside, because this easily could come up here and reject and go back down. So for a better setup, waiting on that break and hold would have be more advantageous. Now down here, because I entered, well, this is on a 1 minute now, but if I go back to the 2 minute, you can see that I got in on the EWO play, right? Right there it is. There was my entry. I would still be 100% green right now. Still, right? At no time did this say, did it break and hold below this 9 or even touch the 21? This is a great trade. If I had got in this EWO when it told me to here at 206, there it is, testing that level, right? I can go back here. It's still testing it, but it hasn't broke. So you got to be patient on trades. You can't jump the gun, hopium them that it's going to go up across that line, because you can see how it's still fighting, right? And I can see over on my L2, which is not showing up for you people to see, that there's the walls at the same place. Well, now it's moved to 642, so it may very well make a run up this time. I can see over there. I can go in here. I'm going to wait and see. 642.50. There's enough meat on that bone for me just to do an L2 trade on this. There's my stop. I'm going to move it up between the 9 and 21 in case this pulls back on me. But see, now that I jumped in because I took the sucker's bet and I was looking at the L2 instead of waiting on the break and hold. Now look, I'm down $875 that quick, right? That's why you wait on the break and hold strategies, right? So now, does that mean it can't go back up? Well, yeah, but now what am I trading on? Hopium. I got my toes crossed. I got my fingers crossed, right? I threw salt over my shoulder, whatever else you superstitious people do. Hey, darn cricket. So waiting and implementing your trading strategy is very important. Sometimes that requires patience. If you can't sit there that long and wait on it, and then go find something else that is moving. It's about all you can do. See, I'm still down $600. Can I get lucky and this breaks up here? Yeah, I can. Might as well wait a little bit. I got to stop to prevent me from losing too much money, right? I got 25 ticks. That'll cost me $1,500 if it hits that all the way down. I hope it don't do that. I won't let it go that far. I'll keep up here and just rip the Band-Aid off if I have to. But this is not very entertaining. Now I'm stuck in a losing trade. What else is moving? Something else may have been moving that I could have got into instead of wasting my time sitting here, right? You're right. The trend is your friend, right? Let it pull back and bounce. We'll see. I'm going to sit here just to see if I can get rescued from my own stupidity, right? My own poor judgment. After I sat here, and I tell you every day, I wait on the break and hold. So again, this is paper. This is a paper trading account. Clearly says so right here on the bottom of my screen of my chart. This is for practice purposes, demonstration purposes. And this is how everybody should, when they first start trading, you should trade on a fake account. Simulated account called a paper trading account. Lets you trade in real time with fake money. You know, doesn't matter whether I stay in this trade. Why don't I just cut my loss and move on? Yeah, I can do that. It's no big deal. Even if I make money on this trade, fake money, even if I make real fake money, what's the point, right? Well, yeah, in this case, it is. I could say, boom, there. I'm just out of it that quick, right? So that's the other purpose of paper trading, is so that you can learn from your mistakes. The real true is so you know how to learn the software. How do I enter a trade? How do I exit a trade? Can I come over here and enter a trade? Yeah, I can come over here and click this button. Now I can buy 5 that way, right? There I am, right in the trade. I can create a stop loss within that. There's a 14-tick stop loss, which is a little tight, right? And there I am. I'm up $250. Right, 187, 250, 437, 500, 375. You see, I got almost all my money back just in that one trade, right? I can do the same thing over again, but you just got to be careful jumping in and out, and that's the danger of over trading, like I just did there, right? Oh, this is still going up. I'm going to jump back in. without reevaluating what you see in front of your face. That's why we always tell you trade to trade. Trade to trade is in front of your face, right? Don't be having hopium or guessing where it might or where you think it might. You deal with what the facts are in front of you. So there's you can see it's bouncing around on the money there, right? There's $250 there, locked it in, right? And you can keep doing that as a scalper. You can jump in and out of these trades, right? And I can go in here and just keep locking in profits. And that's fine and dandy as long as it keeps moving that way. Doesn't mean I'm the world's greatest trader. It just means I'm buying and selling on the momentum, right? And I'm seeing green and I take it right away. There, I'll take $62. How's that? Do I want to do some more? Oh, that's why not. Let's do another one. Let's just overtrade on purpose and see what happens, right? Oh, there's 125. Oh, now it's 0. Now I'm down 60. Now I'm back to 0. Now I'm down more, right? See, I'm not paying attention what's coming up here ahead of me, which I have a gold level at 56.51 and a quarter that I'm not paying attention to, that I lost sight of. So I got to be careful as I get even closer to that level, right? I get into this over trading mode and all that, So now I'm down $600 again. So all that money I just made here in the last few trades, if this turns into losing trade, all just evaporates, right? So, see what happens here. And then sometimes you just have to rip the Band-Aid off and take your loss. But just still in an upward trend. It is respecting the 9 EMA and keeps bouncing off of it. So in reality, I would sit here and watch this thing and see if it goes up, right? Excuse me while I get a drink. I get some sugar in me. Why? Because I'm not sweet enough. Come on. Don't you like my jokes? All right, be that way.
It's a good thing the crowd doesn't have fruit.
Oh, look, I'm green again. Oh, I better get out of that. I got lucky, right? Dodged a bullet there. Came back up where I entered at, right? Again, what is my strategy since I wasn't in a trade? Wait for the break and hold. And still just get a little bit of a stair step. So this is still a good trade. If I'd have got in and stayed in it, I'd been okay. But I kept entering and exiting, And NQ's really stair stepping up nicely. That's a trade to be in. That one's got more volatility and it's climbing nicely, right? It's the same situation. Trust your indicators. Do I trust my indicators? Well, have you seen it break below the 9 yet? Has it broken held below the 9 or even come close to touching the 21? No, not since 2 o'clock, right? Since we went live, that thing's been going up all the way. Do I ever average? Go ahead. Yes. Are you in that? I take it. Oh, my Lord. She is in that EWO. Well, I'll tell you how. Uh-huh.
I'm sleeping because it's boring as hell sometimes.
Well, making money. Really? Well, I have no idea what she is really making, but I can give you a close guesstimate. We'll just take a low here. We'll go we'll just say 550 ticks. And that pays, what does that pay? NASDAQ pays what is it? NASDAQ pays $5. Is that what it is? Yeah, $5 a tick times 5. So if she'd have got in down here with one contract that would have cost her $122 in margin, she would be up $2,750 on one $122 contract. And just,
sure it's not one contract.
I can assure you that it's not one contract.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Later in the day, like I try not to go too crazy just in case something weird happens. But let's be honest, I've had a pretty good day.
Yeah.
I don't need to be greedy.
Why not? Greed is good. I heard that in a movie somewhere. Yeah.
This coming from the gal that's trucking around 8 contracts in the morning when it's totally volatile.
Yeah. What'd I say? $2,700? one little $122 in her margin was all it took to get into this. What's the real cost after she gets out of this trade, which she's probably already done as we speak?
Yeah, that's already up.
Yep.
$4.48.
$4.48 to make over 2,700. That sounds like a pretty good return on the money to you folks at home, playing at home. Hey, Callie, see you there. Good job. Good a job, as we say around here. Well, good a job. As in Gouda cheese. Good a job. There you go. So that's the power. I mean, it's just EWO, one strategy. Coach, 1-2 minute EWO strategy. There's not a whole lot of thinking to get in. Now, there's a whole lot of thinking about when to get out. And there's a lot of thinking about getting in. You don't just enter blindly. You got to evaluate what your chart's telling you, what's showing you. Where's my indicators? What's it look like? In this case, that's a 6-star trade, right? And that's really good money for this time of the day, right? Because this time of the day, you don't know. This thing can go up and just pull back like this candle did real hard on you, right? And that can cost you a lot of money. That is a huge, just in that one candle, there's a 200. That's $1,000 pullback on profits on one candle, right? 200, almost 200 ticks times 5. That's $1,000 loss right there. Can you handle $1,000 loss? Well, if you can't, you better have a stop in place, right, to mitigate your risk to the downside. Very important. That's how you lose money, just like that. Oh, this thing's going to the moon. I can sell it. It's going up another 200 points. I'm going to be a bazillionaire here in the next half hour, right? Well, you don't know. It could. It could have very well carried on, right? You don't know. That's the problem. But that's why we use stops. So every time that we enter a trade, let's just say I'm doing it to the short side here, right? I got to stop. Boom. There's my entry where I'm getting in at. This is my stop right here, right? This controls my downside. In other words, my loss and my limits how much money I can lose in this trade, right? So right now I'm down 30, but if this pulls back, I'll be down 1,800, right? And so you got to mitigate that too. So you got to put it to where you aren't getting stopped out with a normal candle movement. You have to have a high tolerance if you're trading NQ. So what happens is if this candle goes green and starts moving up, when it hits where this stop is located at, it'll automatically exit me out of the trade. And that's what it's designed to do. So when I'm shorting, the only way I lose money is if the candles turn green and go up against me. If I'm going up, the only way I lose money is if the price goes down, right? So you have to have a stop in place to prevent it from going too far at one time and wiping your count out. That's the whole danger. Always protect the downside at all times, right? Coach has rules, that talk about that very thing. You never trade without a stop, right? So, speaking of rules, did you know Coach had rules? Do you guys know out there that Coach has rules? I'm glad you asked. Hey, Coach, do you have rules?
Some of the rules. Okay, perfect question. You're asking the right questions. I like it already. I'm new here. What are the rules? That's what I'm talking about. So again, right, some of the most basic rules so I can help you guys. Think about this. Stop losses on each and every trade. What does that do? Keeps you from losing your accounts, right? Not hard. Paper trade only when you're a new trader. It makes sure you're not blowing up your accounts. You're not obviously ready for this. Am I right? Think about it. Every rule I have is not make money. It's keep your money. Don't trade in the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the day. It's the hardest time of the day. I've been doing this 33 years. It's very hard. I get chopped up all the time when I'm like, ooh, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Oh, I'm going to do it again. Oh, stop. I'm doing it to protect you, right? If you're a new trader, don't trade in the first 30 minutes because it is the most volatile, right? Till we get the shift change when volume comes in again at 10 o'clock. Because why? The very beginning is like this. Yo, 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 yo. Typically, after the first 30 minutes, it will try to decide which way do I want to go today. I'm avoiding you getting wrecked, right? Last hour of the day is power hour, high volume, hedge fund managers, making the things happen, trying to get markets to move the way that they want. I'm telling you to stay out of it. So if you're like, well, I keep getting burned up, why are you doing it? Right? Journal. It's for your own mental strength so that you can see what you are doing on a daily, consistent basis. That's all it is for. Did I trade it right or did I trade it wrong? What should I have done? What could I do better? That is what it's for, right? It's your homework every day. You guys can go back and review your trades and go over your journal and what should I have done right there and why did that not work out? It will help you, right? You're strengthening your brain and you're getting rid of your own stuff. Small position sizes. I say that because usually when you go into large, your emotions take over. You're not trading robotically. You're not trading the trades. You'll end up blowing up your accounts, right? That's when we make a lot of mental mistakes, is all the difference was we're going in too big. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. Again, notice the stop part is the most important. Stop out the losers so you don't continue to lose money. If you find yourself in these bleed out sessions, oh, well, I hope. Oh, it's going to come back. Oh, we'll see. Oh, it's coming down to support. Oh, it broke that support. Maybe this next, oh, stop. Draw a line in the sand. Use the stop. And then when you guys go green, right? You're like, oh, I'm up 100. I'm taking that. That's my daily. That's what I told myself. That's what I told myself. If I can make 100, I'm going to take that. It could have turned into 2,000. Why are you taking 100? Let the runners run. I notice I never said take all the runners off the table. Never said that. I've never said that in my life. We use the shedding technique. We collect as it goes. We take off as it goes because that way we are guaranteeing locking in realized profits. Remember, nothing is realized until you actually click, right, the sell button. All these rules are in place, ladies and gentlemen. They're there to help you. If you can't do these very basic things we talk about, right, how are you going to advance? Stop saying, woe is me. Stop saying, I don't get it. Stop saying, I'm not a good trader. I guess I'm never going to get it. Yeah. Because you can't follow my basic rules. They're there for a reason. Again, follow the freaking rules, right? And listen, I know when I get on you guys, I don't get to sell anything and I don't get to make any money. And it's just, I don't care. I need you guys to understand so that you guys can get ahead in life. This is what we're doing this for, right? So when I'm in this mode, right? And again, like, oh, I'm not listening to any of this. You need to listen to all this. This is where the secret sauce, this is the golden nuggets, not the coach, just call out that runner. That isn't going to do you any good, right? It doesn't matter. There's 8 million people in this room. We could call out stuff all day long. You could just hear us shouting stuff. That isn't going to help anybody. If you don't know what to do with it, what good does it matter if one is up or one is down? That means nothing to anybody if you don't know how to handle it. You might get lucky and catch a momentum and you're like, oh, I'm a great trader, and you just keep getting out a million times. It's because it's been going in the same direction all damn day, right? Can you duplicate it? Can you recreate the process every day consistently? This is all about consistency, okay?
And there you go. That's Coach's rules. Don't sound like they're hard to follow, do they? I don't know. What about you American Dream Trading members that are in over there on YouTube? Are they hard to follow? In principle? Nope, of course not. Right? If you had everybody I can tell you that's a member watching over there on YouTube that trades actively knows that we break those rules, right? And we usually pay the financial consequences thereof. And look at NQ. Look at that. After that big pullback, it's right back to where it was at. Oh my, I freaked out. Bailed maybe before I should have, right? When I watch this thing go to the moon, right? You never know. But you have to make the choices. Would I have sat in that? No, I would have got out of it too. Could I re-enter it in a scalp? Yeah, if I get a break and hold above, right? The other level that it was at, see, it hasn't done that. It's still stuck at that high of the day there of that 99,416, right? That's the high of the day. So it doesn't want to break through that into a new level. So we go back and look at the ES. I'm sure it's probably looks kind of the same kind of action, right? Kind of does, right? There it is, still trying to fight through its high of the day. Doesn't want to do it. What about the Russell? Is it doing the same thing? Are we all stalled out about the same place? Yep, look at that. Just doesn't want to break through that new high, which you just achieved, obviously. But there's not enough oomph to get it up over the top there right now. Oh, look at the Dow Jones, same way, right? So they are ending up in a positive note as of now. Now, that doesn't mean there won't be a massive sell-off for the end of the day. We are about to enter power hour here in another 3 minutes. Oh, what's power hour? Well, that's enters the last hour of trading, basically, for all intents and purposes, in the New York session. So those that are holding contracts and options, a lot of times, will want to get out of those trades before the end of the day. So you'll see a pickup in volatility during this last hour. What it was one of Coach's rules. If you're not an experienced trader, stay out of this hour, right? Especially at the end of the day. Last 10, 15 minutes. Can be extremely volatile. So it's best not to be in there messing around if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not an experienced trader, right? Now you see me paper trading it, but I don't even trade it with my real money, right? It's not that I never have. I just choose not to because I don't want to. Why risk my money on that craziness, right? It's just so super volatile. Yes, that can be very rewarding financially, but to me, in listening to Coach's rules, this also could be very financially, what's the word I'm looking for? Destroying of your financial standing, right? In that last hour, it's not really worth the downside risk when I'm comparing the two, right? And you'll see me sit here, paper trade this all day long like it's nothing. Does that mean I can't trade it? No, I could trade it. I just choose not to because of the volatility of the day. So, again, if you guys got any questions, make sure you type them into your chat box up there, and we'll be glad to answer them as time allows. Keatum, do you ever average down? What's Coach say about that? Right? No, don't do that. Never throw good money at bad money. If you're in a bad trade, you're not dollar cost averaging down. You can add to a trade if it's going upward, but never add to a trade that's going against you. If you got to get out of the trade, you get out of the trade. Especially with futures, you can get out in and out of trades 100,000 times a day if you click the mouse that much, right? Why can we do that? Because we have instant settlement of our funds upon exiting the trade. And now here we are testing the 55, and if it breaks and holds below that, I got this other level down here that we'd have to deal with. It just didn't want to come up here and break through this other critical level that's up here. You see my gold level there? So now it's breaking through the 55. Again, there's how would I enter this trade? Well, my break and hold strategy. I would have got in on the break of the 9. There's the 9, the blue line. There's the break. There's the hold. That's my or confirmation candle, whatever you want to call it. That's a break and hold. I could have been playing that and just been in this trade right now, and I would be green. Yep. All right. So we'll see if this comes down to this zone down in here and bounces. You can wait on that. Again, are the gold and any of them really moving? No. They're holding their own, but there's nothing monstrous going on because the volume really dips. What about copper? Well, it's just plain ugly. I wouldn't want to trade that period. I don't care what time of the day it was. That is just plain ugly chart. That's enough to scare me away. I decided that in 2 seconds, right? Silver, yeah, it could be pretty crazy too. In the end, again, no volume. It's staying in that same zone. What did oil? Did oil hold its own up there? Well, it's still above 70. It's at 71.5, right, basically now. Look at that nice run up there today. That is a good deal of money. If you could have got in this EWO, which started, let me put a little line there. There's the EWO. If you wanted to say you were starting here after the beginning of the day, right down there, as you can see, there's a dip down in the red, so you could have entered right about here without me zooming in tighter. Might be a candle off. And look at that. Just by playing that EWO. Yeah, I think you'd have made money on that trade, don't you? How many ticks is that? That is, call it 220. All right, let's just call it 200. We'll take away some because nobody ever gets in the trade perfectly every time. So 200 times 10 is what? $2,000. You made $2,000 just from here to there between right before 10 until 1. If you'd have sat in that trade, you would have made $10 a tick, so that's $2,000 on a $1,700 margin investment, which net cost after you exit a trade is only, like you say, about $5 per contract. That's how it works. Oh, the ES never broke through. Come back up yet. I mean, did it bounce? No. Stop up here. Is that we need to adjust my line? Could be it, or just didn't want to go down that far. I'm not going to touch it. The last time I did my lines, I thought they were pretty good. I may be wrong, but hey, wouldn't be the first time. And here we go. NQ, same thing. Now the Russell's looking a little bit better. It's holding up there a little tighter, as is the Dow. Right. So one thing ain't moving, go find something else. If nothing's moving, don't force a trade. Take your ball and go home. Just call it a day. Right? You get to a certain point where, oh, I'm too tired of sitting here. Go home. I'm getting a headache. I don't feel good. Well, don't trade them or call it a day. Mad at my significant other. Well, call it a day because you don't have your head screwed on straight. You have to be in a good frame of mind when you're trading. You can't be trading in anger or in emotion. You have to have nerves of steel, laser focus, right? Can't let your emotions, which are the hardest thing to tame, control your trades. So if you ain't feeling it for whatever reason, don't be trading it. Pretty good. Pretty good, huh? Did you like that? Did you like that? What's the matter with you people? Huh? Are you not entertained? There we go. Just turn my speakers up. I can hear you now. Mm-hmm. There we go. All right. It's kind of boring today. It was exciting this morning. I'm making money this morning. It's always exciting when you're in a trade and making money. And man, these trades here are just like, like watching paint dry today. And you'll get that sometimes, right? You just sit there and watch paint dry and it ain't worth it. You fall asleep in your chair. I've done that many times. I can tell you there's people in this in the room with me that have also done the same thing, fall asleep in their chair. Eric, one of the moderators, told me today that they fell asleep in their chair. So you get sleepy sometimes when you ain't moving. It's not a good thing. You got to get up and walk around. Woohoo! Right? You know. And, you know, sometimes you just got to. If that ain't enough, you can do some more. Anyway, you got to wake yourself up, do whatever it is. If that means getting up, taking a walk around the house, walk around the block, walk around your county you live in, whatever it takes. You know, sometimes you just need to get away. I ain't walking nowhere right now. I'm sitting here. So, again, now we're just stuck in these channels. It just makes for poor TV. Not very entertaining. Now, can I channel trade? What else can I do? Can I channel trade this? It is stair stepping up. I kind of missed this one, right? I could have rode this right here would be a good place for a line, right? Because this is, you can see how all these candles stop right here, right? So I could even slide this line up, make it a little bit, maybe my line needed tweaked. I don't know. We'll do that anyway. And that gives me a goal to shoot for. And then I have this coming up here, this double top, soon to be a triple top if this makes it up that far. So I have a line there. So I can play, I can see how this stuck here. If this doesn't break out, I can trade in between these two lines. So as it goes up, statistically on a double top or a triple top, it will pull back. Now, triple tops a lot of times tend to break through. Why? because it's retesting that line. So we'll see what happens here. This one could break through this time. We just don't know. But I can't just set up a trade here and hopium that that's what it does, right? Can I make money from here up to there? Well, yeah, I can. I'm a little late to the game now, though, right? There's my break. There's my hold above the line right there. Can I make a few bucks? Well, let's see. I hopium it's going to go up. Let's see how that works out for me. I can tell you how it's going to work out for me. Not very well, right? Oh, look at that. There we go. Well, let that just go. I'm up $500, $437.50. $500, 37.53. Right here. There's 625. There's 750. 750 is getting close to that line. I'm gonna think about exiting. There's $812.50, which I just took. Could have made a few more dollars? Yeah. Why didn't I want to hold on to that longer? Because I'm approaching this triple top. I don't know what's going to happen. So if it happens to break through, well, then I can resume my trades, right? There's a line trying to break through, right? I won't wait for the break and hold this time because I think I'm smarter. I seen it break above that, but I didn't see a break and hold. But I don't care. I'm going to take I'm going to take this trade because I could just tell. I got a feeling that this is just going to go to the moon. Oh wait, it ain't. Now I'm down 1,250. What the heck? I thought for sure it was going to go up, right? Now you may not really think that when you're doing a trade and you know you shouldn't be, but essentially that's what you're saying, right? Say it out loud, right? So there was no reason to enter that trade until I saw what it was going to do, right? And that quick, I lost whatever that said, $1,200, right? Don't be that person. Have patience. Use common sense. You know what typically happens, not every time, right? Nothing's for sure. Just as any one trading strategy is not 100% accurate, trying to guess is not either, right? We ain't that smart, if you want to say it that way, right? Oh, wait. Oh, I can know it's going to break through this time, right? I just can tell. I got a feeling. I got hope. Oh, it's just sitting there. Maybe not. Maybe it was just gas I had. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's going to break this time? Oh, get my money and get out, Doug says. Well, I don't have any in right now, but I have some in my account. Oh, I can tell. Oh, look, it's bigger than that can. Oh, I'm jumping in for sure now, right? What do you think's going to happen with this trade? What's happening right now? That's what, right? I'm already losing money the second I click that button. This is why you got to stick to your strategies. It's very hard when watching the paint dry and it doesn't want to do anything. Now we're trying to force trades. Well, I just forced $180 some to go down the drain here if I get out of this trade right now, right? Oh my, now I'm losing. Oh, there's $437 I just lost. Again, stick to your investment strategy, right? Triple tops. What's it doing? It's fighting like crazy to make it through. Now, it's a much better chance of it breaking through on this set of candles than it was on this one or that one, right? Because it's already tested it twice, now thrice. There's a big fancy investment word for you, thrice. Meaning in threes, thrice. You thriced it. No. Come on. Don't you think I'm funny? Oh, jeez. Getting booed in my own house. That's pretty bad. When you're on the, well, people boo you. Come on. All right. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take a nap, and you guys can wake me up if something starts to move. How's that? Does that sound like a plan? Sound like a real deal? Sleep on the job? They're all the same way. I don't see a single thing here that I'd want to trade. Does anybody see anything that's actually moving? Well, I probably could have made money on gold just with that little bit of bouncing around. Copper's flat. Silver's back up here again. Critical level. Ooh, look at that level. Look at these over here. All right. Come right down to it. Bing, bang. Don't want to do that. So let's get away from that also. Questions, comments. Mark is so good. No, I'm not that good. Not as good as I want to be. I want to be like Ange. She's my hero. She does a good job. Matter of fact, I think I got beat by a girl again today. I don't like getting beat by a girl. Hurts my self-esteem. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have self-esteem. I'm a boomer. That's right. Never mind. Come on, you didn't like that joke either? No feedback? Come on. You guys are a tough. You guys are a tough crowd today. I don't know what's going on. Alonzo, you got a question. Thank you. Well, I do have 5 screens that I'm sitting here looking at, but I'm actively just trading off this one. Now, for those of you at home playing, you can't see behind my head. You normally do. My L2 and all that's right here too. The paid members can see it, but I'm watching my L2. I'm watching my levels, watching my indicators. This is really all you really need is one screen. You don't have to have 15 different screens up. Now, is it financially beneficial to have them? Yeah, it is. But you don't need that to start trading, right? You can make all your decisions with this one screen that I see here, right? And then I can set my trades accordingly. So everything I need to know is right here on one screen. Why do I have 5 screens minimum? I actually have 5, and I got my laptop, I got my iPad, I got my cell phone, all sitting right here also. I'm not actively using them. Why are they there? Just because they can be, right? But I do have 5 screens. I mean, I got one thing going on other screens. So I do have multiple screens, but I am making all my decisions just based off this one screen here, because this tells me everything I need to know. Yes, I do. Yes. Yeah, I'll have another screen that, I can put up on one of my other monitors. I have a chart that's got mini charts on them, 6 to 8, depending on which ones I'm looking at. I can monitor that way. I try not to bounce around. You see me bouncing around here. I mean, when it comes down to it, my 2 favorite trades presently is gold and ES. Okay. Now, these ones you see on my screens are ones other than the Dow and NASDAQ, those 2 I don't trade actively. It's not that I won't, I just don't. If I have my choice with indices right now, I am doing very well on the ES. Okay. Did I play that today? Did I do it all in gold? I don't know. I can't remember. So again, if I'd have got in this trade, man, right? I mean, look at this. The one Ange was just got out of, right? It had 2 massive pullback sets, but if you'd re-entered this trade on the break and hold, boom, you'd be up that money right now, right? Doesn't all have to be EWOs. If you get out of the trade, or if you enter the trade late, then, you can't play it as an EWO. You have to treat it as a scalp. TB Christmas, Doug, is that real? Holy cow. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Good job. Good job. Mm-hmm. Good job. Mm-hmm. Good job. Yes, I have. Well, I have my Weeble, right? It's open over here on another screen. But with TradingView, you can link certain brokers to your screen, all right? So you see I'm in paper trading mode because I don't use my real money when I'm trading. Talking to you fine folks, I'm not going to wreck my account while I'm talking, right? I wreck my account while I'm not talking. I'm sure not going to put that much pressure on it, right? So if I log out of this here, I can show you. Here's all the different, this is not even all of them. Explore brokers. There's all the different brokers. Let me go back here. Went back to paper trading mode. All right, so this is a list of, here's one I wanted to click. Here's all the different brokers at TradingView allow you to link to your accounts, right? Again, I don't know half of these things are, but I can paper trade, TradeStation, Webull, who I use, Iron Beam, Amp, Momu, Forex, Tasty Trade, Interactive Brokers, Awanda, Trade-O-Eight, Tasty FX, and Ninja Trader, which is the same thing basically as Trade-O-Eight now. I mean, there's Coinbase. A lot of these I don't know what they are. Doesn't really matter whether I know what they are. Some people do because they're on the list, right? People use them. But these are just some of the different brokers that you can use. Now, what you do is what I do is I come in here and I, on my Webull account, I went in there and typed in my credentials, right, into TradingView. Then I click connect. There's a couple little things here you got to do, right? Once I'm attached to that, now I can conduct real-time trades using TradingView, okay, to trade with. And now I'm not connected, so I got to go back to my doodad here. Hang on. Back to my paper trade. Go back to connected, right? All right. So now I'm back in business. Now I'm in business, right? I got a green dot down here, and it shows I'm good up here. There's a green up there. So now I can use my Webull's real-time data to paper trade. Now, when I want to trade my real account, of course, then I got to go up here and get out of paper trading mode. So I just simply go up here, click this out, log out of paper trading, go back and click on my Webull account itself. Bang. Now my real account is actually tied to this and I'm out of paper trading mode. So now when I click on these buttons, they're going to execute to trade through TradingView, right? Pretty simple setup. There's some nuances and important things to know before you start doing that with real money, but that's a different subject. So, do I watch NQ while playing ES? No, I don't. I just trade in front of me, chart to chart to chart, right? I know NQ usually will follow ES or vice versa, but not always. They don't always have the same kind of movement. Sometimes if the tech stocks are hot, that thing will take off like crazy and leave ES in its dust. And if tech stocks ain't hot today, ES could do the same thing to NASDAQ, leave them in their dust. You just never know. You should trade the trades in front of you. You watch what things are going on. If you want to do anything that's correlated, you could pick the top 3 or 4 maybe and watch that are in the S&P 500 and trade that way. But again, there's 500 companies. So maybe the top 3 ain't moving very much, but the bottom, 497 are, and it'll move that market. So you got to watch over correlating things and stuff and trying to little cheat sheets and those kind of things. Now, when I trade the Qs, right now I don't really trade the NQs. I had a screen that I have made up on my Webull that has like the top 8 stocks that are in the NASDAQ 100 by volume, by size, right? Those are the market movers. It's in NASDAQ. And you can find a list of what's in these ETFs on their websites, and it'll tell you what their holdings are and what percentage of the holdings they are and yada, yada, yada. And then you can have, like I did with multiple screens within one screen, and I can watch all them. So if, Microsoft and Apple and, Meta and all of them are going down, well, it's pretty good odds that the Qs are going to be following with it right away because, right? Same way if they go up. So, yes, you can do that kind of correlation between them. But to say that Clorox is related to the NASDAQ, no, there's no correlation there. So don't play that correlation. What else we got up there? Thank you, Keaton, for that question. All right. What else could we do? I can't remember this boring of a day. Maybe just because I'm not in a trade. I'm getting sleepy. Must have stayed up too late. Well, I did stay up too late last night. Wife and I are up watching a movie and different things we did in early evening, ADT related. Yes, we never sleep. We're Team No Sleep. We're always working to make this a better place for y'all. So grab them memberships and head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Now, tomorrow, Coach is going to have some big sales going on. Tune in to Coach in the morning. You don't want to miss out on these special offers that the Coach has. Coach is also giving $1,000 away, right? Just by clicking on the link that our moderator has been putting in there from time to time. So, what else? Doug's been doing that for us off and on. Okay. just by clicking and visiting the certain websites, that will automatically enter you into a drawing to win $1,000. And you do not have to be an American Dream Trading member to win that. You could be some random dude on the internet and still win it. Once you register with that, again, we're not going to be calling you on the phone and bugging you with spam mail or any of that kind of garbage. We don't do that here, right? We're here to educate you, to help you acquire a skill. And you can go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and grab one of them members. Speaking of memberships, let Coach tell you about some of the great information that you can find here at American Dream Trading. As a reminder to our paid members, they won't be able to see or hear this video, so please keep your mics muted for the next 5 minutes. Here's Coach telling you more about AmericanDreamTrading.com.
So if you guys are interested in joining us, head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. You guys can sign up for a free Discord or one of our paid membership. Our first paid membership that we have is our regular premium membership. With that, you guys will get access to our Zoom. Inside of our Zoom, you will have a live open microphone. You will get live training and trading starting at around 8:45 until market close every day at 4 p.m. when the market is open. You guys will also receive the hot stock pick, the pre-market setup, where we go over strategic levels of certain key different stocks throughout the day you can use, and also at the opening of the bell. As a regular paid member, you will also get the IPO Center. So any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will get them first. Plus all the videos on demand. We have around 11 videos to help you get started on your journey with us here at American Dream Trading. They'll go over things like day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, the wheel option strategy, our 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed from being in the stock market over 33 years. When you're ready to step it up, you can join our VIP membership. By the way, the premium membership starts at $200 a month. The VIP membership starts at $500 a month. With the VIP membership, you guys will get access to early training and trading starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's 12 hours of access to us with some of our self-made millionaires, mentors. And then you'll get training with me starting around 8 o'clock every single day. You guys will get the VIP lounge. All the workshop classes, we put on a workshop class once per month. You will get all of the previous workshop classes and any future workshop classes as long as you're a paid member. You'll also get all the VIP training videos. We have over 50 beginner and advanced videos to help your journey. We also have the TradingView indicators. These are an overlay indicator system that goes on top of TradingView. It will require a subscription, which is about $15 a month. This is my 2-minute EWO strategy. You guys can use this with stock, options, futures, and crypto. If you're a VIP member and you want to step it up to our highest level that we have right now, which is VIP Gold, you can do that for an additional $250 a month. Now, with all of our services, you can buy monthly, quarterly, semi-quarterly, or annual, and sometimes we have lifetime deals on these, so make sure you guys are watching for deals. With the VIP Gold, you guys are going to get all the mastermind classes for free, and we have another one coming up. I will let you know when that is coming. You'll also get 1 hour of tech support where we can remote in and look at your systems and help you get set up with your charts, etc. This is not a one-on-one, but this is to help you get started if you need it. We also have weekend training every Saturday at 11 a.m. If you guys have busy lives and schedules and your jobs, right, are always in the way of you trying to get training, well, we have weekend training. We also have the VIP Gold Lounge access, the VIP Gold Priority Help Desk support. We have our news service where we're giving daily and weekly outlooks of the news. We also have breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. with our other self-made millionaires and mentors, so make sure you guys check that out. Everything inside of the VIP room is recorded, so all of these sessions are recorded for you, including all the training that I had mentioned before. You can catch all of this in the replays only for VIP Gold members, so if you have busy lives, everything is recorded for you. Of course, we have other things inside of the VIP Gold, like the 90-day 30-day challenge, the debt-free challenge where we're helping you to become debt-free, and our brand new in beta live Apple chat where you guys can watch one of our moderators, David over there, live trade Apple with the 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed. He has made currently at this time as of December 2024, he is over $320,000 in profits that he has made using this strategy over the last 2 years. We also have our brand new futures membership. You guys will start getting training for futures from noon to 4 p.m. every day, and all the training videos, terminology, everything you need to get started in futures with our futures membership. With the futures membership, you guys also get the trading view indicators. So those are only available to VIP and futures members. Some of our a la carte services you guys can get. You can get a one-on-one with a moderator. We have all of our training videos like the mastermind classes, how to grow a small account part 1 and 2 when it's released, but you guys can buy those from our website. You guys can also get inside of our mentorship program. Our mentorship program is $500 a month. You will sit with me every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern for an hour in a small, intimate group where we can go over larger items or just get you kickstarted, right? Can be IRAs, 401ks, SEP, anything you guys want to talk about, swing trading, day trading, right? Anything that you guys want to get inside of that room. It's just like having a one-on-one with me every single week. And again, those are all of our products and services you guys can get at any time by going to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
And there you go. There's about AmericanDreamTrading.com. Head over there now. Check it out. Grab them memberships tomorrow. Tomorrow. Look for Coach and starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow Eastern time for Coach and his special offers that he's going to be releasing tomorrow, April 1st. And it's not an April Fool's joke. It'll be the real deal. Some offers like we've never offered before. Kickstarting some opportunities for y'all, along with that $1,000 just by going to our Discord there. You can get the link for that also. Doug, I don't know if that will take that link again or not to that by any chance.
Which link do you want?
The Glee one. $1,000 one.
Good.
Thank you.
Yep, hold on.
All right. I don't know if you heard Doug just now, but all right. Who wants to have a chance to win $1,000 absolutely free? Type in a 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Right there it is. Doug just pasted it, copy and paste it right into your YouTube page or your chat box. Click on that, fill it out. Matter of fact, I believe the one you can enter in for, it's one of them where you go visit the website, it senses you went to visit the website, gives you credit and all those type of things. And the one you can actually go every single day, once a day, and enter your chance for one more chance for just doing those few things. Check it out. Go to it. What futures? You know, I can open that up in a, in a new tab without leaving where I'm at, and it will show you everything you need to know about futures memberships. It will also show you all the other different memberships that we have there, and if you click on them, you'll get the current prices also. So, and there you go. It's that easy. All you got to do is clickety-click a button. How hard can that possibly be? By clicking buttons. And go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right. What else we got going on here? Go back to the indices. You got a half hour left in the trading day, and now we're getting a pullback. Kind of enter this trade to the downside. Wow, it looks pretty juicy to me. Let me take a peek here. Well, we got a break. We got a break and hold. Oh, yeah, I can enter this trade. I can jump right in there. Bang. Jump in there. There's my stop. Only thing I got to watch down here is these other levels as they come up to it, right? It's that easy to make money. All you do is click a button. What other job allows you to click a button and just put money in your bank accounts? Huh? Oh, wait. I'm down $1,000. What happened? I thought I was going to make money every time I click my mouse. Well, why? What happened? Because right here, some levels, right? See this right across here, plain as day, plain as the big nose on the end of my face, right? And what did it do? Look, that wick touched it, this wick touched it. There's a level there that I was not paying attention to, that I didn't respect. And what happens when you don't respect the market? The market will teach you a lesson, a very valuable lesson. But we'll wait. It is a break and hold downside. I do have kind of a downhill indicator here, right? It is short term to the downside. But I don't have a red EWO, do I? See, I'm jumping in a little too slow. EWO, if I was following that trading strategy, I would be less risk involved on my part, on my bank account. So you're better off, even though this showed a break and hold, this one ain't going to work out for the simple reason that there's these levels right here. These all, see how them all stacked up? I could probably go across there and see that maybe I should have had had some lines there. So let me reload this here, getting some artifacts on there. Dink, 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 dink. All right. So now what am I trading on? Hopium again. I got a lot of hopium today, don't I? It's good to have hope. People don't have hope, they just give up, right? Problem with hopium when you're trading is your hopium is going to end up costing you money, right? So how many signed up for membership today? Did you get over there and take a look at them? All right. For those paid members we have over here in our YouTube feed, did you upgrade your memberships yet? Okay. Well, if you didn't, we'll give you till tomorrow, because tomorrow Coach is going to run some killer deals for you. So here it is going up against me. Is this going to reject off the 9 to the downside? We'll find out. I can look over here, and that's around, what is that number? 644s. Yeah, well, it might come back down. There's some lower 641s down here. This is just this little, about the length of that candle, unfortunately. But nope, it's going to go the other way because there's 642s right there. See that? Oh, you can't see that. You can't. I don't show that on my screen to you guys. So, anywho, so I can close these trades at any time, get out of them, quit playing around. This is the danger of a stale market, is that you'll look for any excuse to click that mouse button to enter a trade. And that's where your self-discipline comes in. Since I lack enough self-discipline to my liking, I just like to get up and just call it a day. It's like, oh, I'm done. I'm out. Goodbye. Right? See ya. Ain't playing. That way you don't get tempted to throw your money away. Because if you can find an excuse to click your mouse, you will. I can assure you that much. Next thing you know, $1,000 is gone. What did I do that for? I knew better. You know how many times I've said that to myself? I knew better. That's the worst words to say to yourself. Well, I knew not to get in that, but I did it anyway, right? Like, oh, why? Not again. Oh. Comments, questions.
I love watching ES climb like this. Look at those 3 candles. Oh.
Well, yeah, I'm waiting on a break and hold. Well, it is my break and hold, right? But I got this little double top. Plus, I got my gold level here, right? And it's 3:30, the power hour. See, could I scalp that for a few bucks? Yeah, probably. It might come up to here and reject again, right? So I can jump in here and take whatever I want to take out of that as a scalper, right? As soon as I see green, there I go, $187. Can I do that again? Sure I can, right? I can do this all day long, right? I'm up here. Jumped in a market order. There's 62.50. I'm going to take that. Oops, didn't get it. I broke even on that one. It said 0 before I bought it. Now I'm in down here again, right? There's 125. Bam, just locked. I think it said 187 actually. Let's see. Can I sit here and keep doing this all day long? Yeah. What's my danger every time I click the button? What's the problem with doing this? Every time I click my button, boom, there's 375. Well, I can't see anything. Well, Mark, you're making money on every trade. You're the world's greatest trader. No, I'm not. I'm doing a foolish thing by jumping in and out instead of letting the trade run, right? Every time I click this button, I'm putting my account at risk. It's one thing you don't want to do. All right. Oh, Mark, but you made money on every one of them trades. I just can't believe you're telling us not to do this. Well, you're putting your account at risk, right? Oh, there's 120, there's 187. Man, I probably made $1,000 already just sitting here doing this, right? Oh, look. Oh, there's 62.50. I'll just take that too, right? This is what you call scalping, right? In real time. I'm playing off the momentum. I'm waiting off that bounce now off that one there. I got in the hair too soon. I'm going to play the bounce off this gold level, right? There's 62.50. I'll take that. I ain't hanging around. I ain't in love with this thing. I don't care how much money I make. I can do this all day, right? Do I want to do this? Is this wise? Oh, must be. You're making money doing it. No, this is stupid. You don't trade like this. This gets you in trouble in a heartbeat, right? Did I reevaluate that trade in any way in between them 10 different clicks I just did? Oh, no, look, I clicked one time too many. Now I'm down $1,100 that quick, right? Now I'm down 1,000. Now I'm down 800. Now I'm down 900. Oh, maybe I shouldn't keep clicking like that, right? Don't know. Am I going to get my money? I got hopium. I'm hoping it comes back up. I'm hoping. I got a feeling. I could tell you it's coming back. Right? Why am I doing this? Well, because as a trader, we all do this kind of thing. We get into this things that we think, we have a couple good trades and we think we know what's going on. And the next thing you know, the market teaches us that we don't. And now I'm down $1,500. So all that money I made just evaporated, right? Gone. They took it back. Can I sit here and wait, hopium it goes back up? Well, I could. Getting pretty late in the day. Trading day is getting a little long in the tooth, right? Don't want to trade like this. There we go. Oh, I see a green candle. It's going to go green. I can feel it. It's going to come back, right? I got hopium, so I'll just sit here all day and wait on it. If I have to, I'll sit here till tomorrow. I'll hold it overnight just to see if it does come back. Or I'll hold it till 6 o'clock when the market opens. Maybe it'll bounce back up. You'll start rationalizing things, even though it's not rational. And you thinking it is, well, it's got to, because this was here and it broke through. This is the thing that's hardest to overcome in day trading. It doesn't take any skill to click a mouse, right? You know how to push your finger downward in a downward motion. You can click a mouse, right? But you got to learn to master yourself while you're learning all of Coach's skills and techniques, right? And his rules, right? Oh, I'm better now. I'm only down 600. Go ahead. Somebody have something? Doug?
What? I didn't do it.
I don't know. It sounded like you. And I looked over and your mic's the only one open besides mine.
Yeah, I picked up another $425 on that last move.
Oh, man, you're going to kick my butt today. Good for you.
But I'm done now, because now we're at levels and it's bouncing around between things. There's only about $6 between this and double tops, and that's not a good place to be.
Right. There you go. By
56.51 level, and candles you're getting equal reds to equal greens at this point. So
good. Now, another thing, our paid members were made aware of this today. Starting tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time, futures will be live for all paid members. We will start training and trading starting at 8:45 in a live Zoom call rather than at noon for a couple hours, right? So now we're going to go from 8:45 a.m. to 4 p.m. More of Mark, more hours of Mark, more of his lovely personality. The more you get to hang out with me and listen to me and just listen to my pearls of wisdom all day long. My question is, that is a bargain at any price. I don't care what anybody says. Get to hang out with me? Boy, we'll test your resilience now, won't we? No, so that's our members been wanting that benefit, and now we've grown enough that we're going to open up live Zoom calls. We'll hang out together all day and trade together. Not that we're telling each other what to buy, but we'll be able to help, make aware, talk about levels, ask questions, training, additional training every day. So now their training just went from basically 9 to 4 every day. How many hours is that? Right? How much is that? 7 hours? 9 to 5 is 8, right? Yeah. So we're going 9 to 4. That's 7. How many hours is that a week that they get with their paid membership? Let me do the math. What's the math? What is 7 times 5? 35 for.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a full-time job.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I thought I retired. Didn't I retire? Didn't I retire from my 9 to 5 job? So because of American Dream Trading, who snuckered who into this? I think I got suckered into doing something, going back to working full time.
Yeah, I think he stroked your ego a little bit.
Yeah, nah, it don't take much. No, I mean, we want to do it for our members. We got a good group of moderators and knowledgeable people in our group. It can't help but benefit the group as a whole, and hopefully that'll result over time into earnings for our members, and that makes it worth it all right there, right? Plus, they get additional training. So that's the big thing. And hopefully they can apply that to profits down the road. Look at ES take off. Questions, comments? Go for guy. Got quashed.
I'm good.
You're good? Okay. So I'm looking forward to that, hanging out with these fine folks. Because I know I'm going to learn more stuff that way, right? The more exposure I get, the more I learn. More questions they ask, the more questions I ask, the more I learn. We all learn from each other, right? Eventually, we're going to get a question that says, well, Mark, what about this? Or Ange, what about this? Or Doug or Ralph or whatever, what about this? And we're all, I don't know. And I'll have to go find the answer, and then I'll learn something else new, right? And if it's true in life, if you have to teach something, and you're talking about it every single day in different ways, it's gonna pick up, right? Has this messing around with these trades here, these quickie trades, does that help my trading any? Well, it's not a wise way to trade, but does it teach me to get in? Can I get in here and scalp in and out, in and out? Yeah, but it also teaches me not to overtrade, right? So my trading techniques, there it is, 187.50, right? Yeah, but if you remember here a little bit ago, I was down whatever, $1,200, right? It's like going, I just made $187 on that trade. What I didn't tell you was I lost $1,200 to trade before that, right? Oh, I forgot to tell you that part, didn't I? Right?
And he was a beauty.
Oh, Ange, again?
Bill.
Oh,
Kidding me?
ES is going on the moon too. I'm sure they look the same. I'm in this losing trade because I just jumped back in, right? It's not what you want to do. Oh man, now I'm down $800.
Not playing
Oh,
around. We're getting too close to the end of the day.
exactly.
Taking these quick ones
Scalping.
here.
You had to get your scalpers fixed, didn't you?
Gotta get my fix.
You get it.
Get that hit.
Hit that crack.
We're at the top of a trend line and at a level, so
Yep.
yeah, I don't play here.
Well, if it breaks out above that regression channel, that thing will pop, maybe.
Yep.
But we also getting into the most volatile time of the day, right? Or coach tells us in his rules not to trade in, right? You can paper trade it, but just don't trade real money, right? No sense wrecking your account. So now this is exciting, right? What's going to happen?
Well-deserved retracement on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I am done and out for the day now.
There you go.
I am up 31% on total account today.
Wow. Good job, Ange. Good job.
Numbers you two. Holy smoke. Considering I reset my account this morning. Just good to see the training pay off.
Absolutely. That's the whole thing.
Where'd you get training at, Ange?
AmericanDreamTrading.com.
.com. There you go. Ange made enough money today to buy her own trailer park out where she lives. How's that? Is that what you would buy with your money? Trailer park?
No, but I have seen some pretty cute trailers.
Yeah.
It'd take long. She'll just have her own plane.
Yep. Yeah, I don't care. If somebody can buy a plane, they can fly me around. I don't care. I ain't buying a plane. There's too much money and keep it up, Kate.
Bruno said that he'd train me how to fly.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to that.
That is a scary thought.
Come on, I'm trustworthy.
Okay.
With the click of a mouse.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, what do we got with ES? ES is doing the same thing, pulling back. What's the Russell doing? Russell doing anything? Oh, look at they all look the same. It's been a while since I've seen them all hooked up like that. Same look on their chart. What about the Dow Jones? Yeah, it's kind of holding its end up a little bit better. It's going out with a fight today. All right. Got about 14 minutes left in the trading day. As you can see, gold's flat. Man, it's still up $3,156. This seemed like yesterday when it was down below 3,000, wasn't it? Crazy.
Yeah, there was a massive push this morning during London market
Mm-hmm.
for gold.
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Up to $3,162.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's nuts.
Well, they called it 31 to 3,200.
So all the way up to new 52-week high during London market was 486 ticks.
Wow. Look at silver. It's stair stepping up again, too. Still not back above that 35 level where we want to see it, but it's still a good 20 cents off. That's a long way.
Oriflow is one of our newest diamond members, and he's been playing around in the futures group with us, and he's doing some really nice work.
Yep.
Putting in the time, putting in the effort. It's great to see.
Yep. See, he's earned $300. He's done trading, not giving it back. That's a wise thing. End of day green. Nothing else. You know, that may be a lot of money to some people and hardly nothing to others, but you know, I don't care if it's a dollar green. It affects you mentally in a positive way to come out green, no matter what the amount is. I'd rather
green is green.
Yep, I'd rather make 20 cents green than lose $1 and be red. Any day.
Yep. Yeah, oil looks like somebody took a steamroller and just flattened it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it hasn't been back up to this level for a while, right? So.
Yeah, when was the last time that happened? Holy smokes.
Yeah, it's been a while. You'd have to go back and look at a 4-hour or a day chart. December.
Yeah. December. Actually, it's closing right at about the same level as December 16th. There's a fair amount of traffic right there, all the way from September to December, that level.
Good. And if you haven't done it already, head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. For those you want to get that all-inclusive membership, which includes futures, which includes crypto, which includes stock options, which includes trading stocks, which includes 12 hours per day of live Zoom call training and trading and includes mentorship, and it includes breakout rooms, and it includes, which is 3 times a week, and mentorship programs, and you name it and more. There's going to be a heck of a sale tomorrow. You want to take a peek at that. Make sure you show up. The coach, tell him you came from the future. He'll know what you mean. You can get that all-inclusive, pay one time if that's the way you want to pay for it. Never ever pay again or as long as you live. It's a lifetime membership on everything we have to offer. All inclusive. It's like the going to Sandals Resort, but in day trading, right? Everything you'd ever want and ever need, forever more and more and more. Check it out tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, over on our live social media networks. You name it, we're on it. Do not miss it. That's all I could say. There we go. All right. Well, I can see there ain't much happening here today anymore. Anyway, guys, got any last minute questions, comments?
Engulfing candles on ES to the downside.
Well, Bitcoin looks like it's at a triple bottom. It's at VWAP. Looks like it wants to break through to the downside. Maybe.
This thing's dumping.
You can trade Bitcoin and Ethereum futures with Webull.
There was talk about Solana and HBAR as well coming our way, I think, through Webull.
I've been waiting on the right setup. I trade some Bitcoin. I want to do a couple contracts on it, but every time I look at it, it's not doing anything, or it's in between doing what it's doing. I'm like, I ain't entering that trade. I kind of want to do it on an EWO, right? But every time I look, my timing's bad. I know I could set an alert, but I ain't that interested that I wanted to go that far to jump in. I'd rather trade gold all day.
Yeah, I mean, the contract doesn't pay out very much for the amount of move that you need to get out of it.
Yeah. I did do an XRP paper trade, though, on one day. Made $88.
Nice.
On 1,000 shares or whatever.
Waiting on an ETF approval on that one, too.
That's the first time I did it. I actually did it on my phone using TradingView. And I finally figured out how to do it the right way. I figured out the right button. So yeah, you can trade pretty easily with TradingView on your cell phone. Before, when I tried it, I thought it was too much work to do it on the cell phone. The other day I did it. That's what got me started looking. I'm like, well, what's the thing moving? Only Bitcoin. So I looked there. Oh, there's XRP. I'll try that. So I was able to successfully enter and exit a trade. Now, it took forever to make that, whatever it was, $88. I think I got it, like late morning and let it run. I forget what it was. Let it run. And, I bought whatever it was, 1,000 shares. Yeah, and you're right. So that was like, if it had been real money, that'd been over $2,000, right? And I was like, and that's it, $88? Really? Are you kidding me? I was like, I don't think I'm going to play that again. So, all right. Any other comments, questions? Yeah, you go right ahead, Kedem. You just scalp that all the way down. Let it just dive, pull. Oh, wait, it's going up now. Oh.
Yeah, see, there's the reason why Power Hour is so
Yep. Had a classic break and hold to the downside, did it not?
Well, and then you got.
But what do we got?
Scandal.
We got a critical level here, right? Look at all them where it stopped there. I would have never traded that just for that reason.
No.
In the same way, it's right up here. I got here and here. I ain't trading that. I mean, I could for a few bucks, but that's just too risky.
No, I don't want to play a game against a bunch of machines.
Right.
other retail traders, yeah, I'll take that all day long, but.
Mm-hmm. Thank you,
when the chains
Kedem.
Take over, that's just silly.
Thank you, Kedem, for your kind words. Yep. Orklo agreed with you there, Doug. Or you agreed with him, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all excited for tomorrow. I might even go to bed tonight and try to get some rest.
You need the energy, my man.
Well, it's that much more talking. We'll see how my voice holds up. Well, I mean, there's everybody in this room. It doesn't necessarily mean I got to talk the whole time.
I'll be at work, so I'll be popping in and out of the training Zoom.
That's a $20 curse word there. Please send that to Dawn in her tip jar. There's another word. Actually, the other word was worse. We don't do that around here anymore. The W word. Oh, wait, that's me. Oh, wait, that's Ange. Oh, wait, that's Ralph. Anybody else in here retired? AmericanDreamTrading.com.
End of the year for me.
You're hoping, huh?
Well, I'm not hoping.
Okay.
It's happening.
Okay. You're not delusional, are you?
Not a bit.
Okay. That's what I like, a man with a plan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that got ugly, didn't look in Russell. This Russell 2000.
Messy.
Yep. Just chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop.
I mean, look at the wick on the previous green candle to the red there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of movement just to be an upside candle.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for being here today. We will return live with our free outreach broadcast to y'all at the same time, same bat channel tomorrow. That would be between 2 and 4 p.m. I highly recommend, if you're sitting on the fence for a new membership, and even for our paid members that currently have one of the lower level memberships, that you show up tomorrow to coach at 9 a.m. Eastern time on all the social medias. Check it out. Listen to what Coach is going to be offering you tomorrow. It's exciting. It's so exciting, I might not be able to sleep tonight. That's how excited I is. Okay? We are live 3 times a day, 9 to 11 with Coach, 2 to 4 with me on futures, and starting at 5 today and every day, the Aftermarket Show over on the YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Check that out. Make sure you go over there and say hi to Dawn. Tell her you came from the future. She'll know what you mean, right? What else we got? So I do thank you all for being here today. We will return tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. Make sure anybody that you come in contact with between now and the end of the day, that you leave long-lasting positive memories with them, because you never know what's behind their smile. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.